Hello, everyone. This is Misty. I'm going to be reading to you messages from Hope Bible by Safeliz Editorial. This is entitled Hope in the Midst of Suffering. Expressing Pain. It is not easy to silence pain. We all feel the need to express it some way or another. From the moment they come into the world, newborns manifest their complaint through tears. The sufferers tend to express their pain spontaneously. Experts know that talking about our sorrows and feeling heard is part of any therapy. Among the natural channels of releasing pain, crying is the most immediate because tears bring an undeniable relief. However, there are people whose family education has led them to consider that expressing emotions is bad. They believe men should not cry and consider it to be a weakness to show some vulnerability. They keep their problems to themselves and pretend to be strong or indifferent. They are not aware that sharing their pain would contribute to their emotional healing. Jesus was a man. Nevertheless, he wept. John chapter 11 verse 35. Pain is one of the experiences of human beings that isolates us most from others. No matter how much we can empathize with those who suffer, their pain will always be theirs, unique and non-transferable. There is no way to objectively communicate or share pain because no one can exactly feel the pain of other people. It is impossible to express it in a way so that others can fully perceive it. Suffering is always personal. Therefore, sharing what we feel with someone we trust helps us release anguish, and crying allows us to see the situation more clearly. Being listened to and seeing oneself reflected in the stories of other people suffering, as happens in support groups, allows the patients to feel understood. Becoming aware that others are going through similar suffering and struggles helps them deal with their pain and cope with it. Becoming aware that others are going through similar suffering and struggles helps them deal with their pain and cope with it. Many people today barely have contact with the most painful realities of life until they are personally affected. Hospitals keep the sick away from the healthy, and few are emotionally prepared to meet suffering personally. They do not know how to communicate with the ones who are suffering, nor do they know what to say to them because they have never faced such situations nor learned from their family what to do in those cases. During visits to the doctor, medical professionals use scientific terms that patients do not understand. This helps professionals avoid uncomfortable questions from the sick and their families in case the conversation leads to existential questions to which they do not know or they do not have answers. Such silence adds to the burden of loneliness to their present suffering. However, listening to the patient, in a sense, begins to alleviate his pain. The Bible offers special comfort in times of affliction because it contains some of the oldest and most powerful testimonies of pain. The books of Job and Psalms, among others, give voice to our situations of confusion, complaint, sadness, or protest against the misfortunes of life. Meditating or praying with these passages is good for us because it helps us find words for that which hurts us based on the personal experience of those who felt heard by God and received consolation for their sorrows before us.